So I am out on our property today, and because it's been nicer out, actually like 30s and possibly 40s coming, I wanted to take some time to look at our land and think about ways that we can enhance it in the spring. But I really wanted to focus on when you're looking at a piece of property and you think it's too open, you don't think you'll have privacy or anything like that. As spring approaches, a lot of counties offer a tree and seed program, and that is where you can buy a bunch of different types of trees in a package and get them for kind of a discounted rate. And that's what we did the last 2 years, and actually some of the trees that are on the property that we bought were from that specific program. And what I ended up doing was I ended up purchasing some really young red pine, but then I also would watch like Menards and Home Depot for sales that they had, and that's where we got all of our fruit trees from. And then also we got an oak tree and a willow tree. So we use that to get more of a mature tree instead of a little stick, basically, is what comes from the county. So we have a nice mixture of some, I would call them, they're not mature, but taller, older trees, and then we have some really young trees. And when you come across a property that is wide open, I like to view it as a blank slate that I can perfectly plan how I want a property. And so what we ended up doing is we had obviously this open land, but we thought about where we want to put a house, and then we ultimately worked on how we wanted our trail to go, and then we planted trees based on that. So if I flip this camera around, we'll come up on a section of our trail, and I ended up mowing the whole lot over the fall to prepare it for a seed planting. So we got a mixture of prairie seed, but basically you can kind of see our trail. This is what I maintained for our trail. I'm going to change the outlay of it a little bit this spring, but then we also just started planting some red pines. So that one's a little bit of a bigger one, and then you will get kind of a mix on size. But then we have our oak tree here. So this is a pin oak that I picked up from Home Depot, planted that. And then all these other pine trees here, those were from the county program that the prior owner planted, and they grew up to what they are now. So obviously it takes a little bit when you're dealing with trees, but we'll show you some other ones. And so what I want to do is build kind of a screen, because in summer this whole fence line will get really full and it's really private, but obviously in winter, especially when you have snow, you don't really have that privacy. So here's a bigger pine tree that came from the county sale, and then I did pick up some dogwood. Can't really see that there. And then these were actually from Home Depot as well. I got two of those, 10 bucks a piece. And then here's the willow. The deer rubbed on that one a little bit, but so as you can see, we laid these out a certain way. I'll probably get some more as some places have more sales. I'll probably get some more, but right now that's really all I wanted for trees, and we'll see how the prairie seed comes up. So basically what I did is I planted the whole lot except for the yard that we want in our mound system in a prairie seed, and so we'll see how that usually takes a little bit, couple years to really get going, but I want to see how that comes up first, and then I can plant more trees where I want things. And by that time, some of these trees will have really taken off, but I can also go get more mature trees and plant those. So when you're looking at land, definitely don't be afraid of lots that are wide open, because they can really be an area for you to really make your own. So that is the tip that I have in this video. Thanks for checking it out. Go check out my other videos for other land buying and selling tips, and we'll see you in the next one.